Hello, everybody. I am so excited to share with you today and talk about some ideas and thoughts to help you make some great business decisions and be able to best promote the upcoming mini catalog. Now, we have the January and June catalog coming soon, and that's what I'm going to refer to. But what I do have to share is going to apply prior to any catalog. We're really talking about that pre-order period and what we're going to do with it. And it happens with all the catalogs. So a little about me. I've been a demonstrator for almost 26 years now. And for me, it's always been a business. And I've always focused really hard on keeping my business profitable and growing. This isn't a hobby for me. It's my job. And as a business owner, I have to do some serious planning and sometimes some tough decisions. But in the end, it always pays off. You know, for many years, I built my business on live events. I did parties, workshops, classes, you name it, clubs. I was down every road that has existed in the past 26 years. However, the past couple of years, I have been a 100% online demonstrator. So that's where I am now. But no matter what kind of business you have, what I'm going to share with you today is applicable. You know, we're all trying to be profitable, no matter how it is. So this is some of these things I want to teach just have to do about making good business decisions and figuring out how you're going to share new products so that it leads to growth and profitability in your business. These are tried and true ideas that have worked for me for all of those years. So before we can talk about sharing new products, I want to talk about sharing the catalog. Now, I think catalogs come before product. Well, I don't think that. You guys should know that. But it is so critical that we get catalogs, the new catalogs, into the hands of our customers right away. They should have it before the catalog goes live. That catalog is your storefront, and it's way cheaper than a brick and mortar storefront. No matter how big or how small your business is, or how big your goals or how small your goals are, this is the one area that I believe very strongly that we need to invest in. Those catalogs are critical. Personally, for me, I always use Mailing Selector. Now, I know it might not be available for everybody, but if it is, and at least in the United States, it is the absolute most economical way to get catalogs sent. So I send catalogs to everybody who has purchased from me in the past 12 months. So when I'm doing the selector, I go back 12 months. If they purchase, they're going to get a catalog. And then I sneak in a few other ones. You know, I know my people that are good customers. Maybe they haven't bought, or I've recently come in contact with them, or, you know, that's kind of a judgment call. But for sure, everyone that had them in the last 12 months. Now, whether you use Customer Manager or you hand them out or you mail them yourself from your home, it's critical that they get it before it goes live. You know, this internet world we live in now, if you don't get it in their hands, they're going to see it live, or they're going to see it online, and they're going to see that other demonstrators have gotten them out to their customers. And then your customers are going to say, wait a minute, why haven't I gotten one? So catalogs in their hands before they go live. That is a number one focus that I want to make sure that you have in your business. But that's not the main thing I want to talk about. I want to chat to you today in regards to buying and sharing the new products that are released in a catalog. What I really have to talk about is what happens in the month prior to the catalog, when we have the pre-order. So we're going to talk about the January to June mini catalog, pre-orders in December. If you attended on stage, you know, you're going to be able to pre-order, okay, like the PP order sooner. Well, first off, one of the benefits of being a demonstrator is that we can get products early. I love that. It is a great benefit, and it's a great selling point also to recruit people. But why do we get to pre-order? It gives us the opportunity to prepare ahead for when that new catalog goes live. I want to share a few things that'll hopefully just kind of get you thinking and planning as to what will work best for you and your business. Now remember, these are just my ideas, my perspectives. This is what I've done and what's worked for me for 25 years. Take it what it's worth. Hopefully get a few little golden nuggets. You know, I know we are all super excited about new products and we just can't wait to get them, to play with them, and to share them. I'm right there with you. There's nothing more fun than seeing that catalog, ordering, and playing. Part of the reason we're a demonstrator. We just want to go out there and we want to shout it from the rooftops or through the computer nowadays. Look at what I have. Look at these new products that I have. We are super duper excited. But I want you to think that sometimes as a demonstrator, we spend way too much time on focusing what is coming and what is new, and we forget about all the great products that we currently have. You know, if you spend the next month or longer or couple of months, depending on when you're listening to this, just worried about and promoting stuff that's coming, you are completely losing time to promote current products that your people can purchase right now. You're losing sales. You know, we all know that people buy what we show. Well, if we're not showing stuff they can buy, where are our sales going to be during this time period? And we're all about having a consistent business, a consistent growing business. That means we need sales every month. Now, I know there's a lot of different schools of thought out there about sharing pre-order products before customers can get them. And your opinion may differ, and that's okay. That's the beauty of this business. We all need to do what works for us in our business. But for me, I don't want to share things that my customers can't buy right now. To continue to grow my business, I need those consistent sales each and every month. If I start to share too much now, they'll get excited for January. But what does that do to my sales right now? I need to be sharing products they can buy now. I'd rather save these new products to share with them in January when they can actually buy what I show. They'll get excited when I share, and they're going to want to buy it right away. So let's share it when they can buy it. Now remember, our annual catalog runs for a whole year. You know, I think so often that as demonstrators, as soon as we get a pre-order and we get a mini catalog, oh my goodness, that's where all our focus goes. We've got to show this mini catalog. And we forget about the annual catalog. It's like we stop in our tracks to go to new catalogs. But when we do this, we have lost that opportunity to focus on the annual catalog. And I think the annual catalog never gets justice done to it because there's always the mini catalogs coming. So let's talk about the pre-order. As I said, it's a big benefit of being a demonstrator. But if we plan our purchases wisely, it can help us grow our business. So what should you buy during a pre-order? Well, you need to plan out your purchases. Can I tell you a secret? You don't need everything in the mini catalog. For one reason, you can't use it all right away. You need to plan out your purchases. That mini catalog is good for 6 months. If I order it all in December, a lot of it I'm not even going to probably touch to April or May. So that means I don't need it all right away. You know, I feel like as demonstrators, we fall into that trap of needing it all right away. Why? I think it's just a mental game we play with ourselves. So what should you pre-order? Well, I like to start with just a couple new stamp sets and coordinating products. Don't need it all. I take a really good hard look at all the new products in that mini catalog and decide what am I going to feature in January. That's the first opportunity we really have to market these products. Then I pick out just a couple that I feel are good business decisions for me. What kind of events or social media focus are you going to have to kick off that catalog in January? Plan that out before you place your order. That way you're going to order from your head and not your heart. I know you love all the stamp sets. I know you see stamp sets in there that you love and you're not going to use them for a couple more months. You don't need them right now. Remember, profitability needs to be key. So we need to sell some stuff and then we can buy more. That's a whole nother talk in itself. So you're going to pick out things that you know you're going to focus on right away. So plan what you're going to do and then buy the products that are going to go with it. Remember, you've got 6 months, so we want to be smart. Now, don't overspend. Remember, We not only want to build our business, but we want to keep it profitable. You should have a budget. You should decide what can your business afford to buy. And I know it is not the whole catalog like some of you think. So what helps me decide what stamps and products to buy is I like to ask myself some questions. These are easy questions, and they really kind of get you thinking from different perspectives. It's not, again, just from my heart of the stamp set I like. So I'll look at a stamp set and I'll say, is it easy to create with? Can I make projects that I can share to both a brand new stamper as well as an avid stamper? I want to be able to reach everybody. Some stamp sets just don't fit the bill with all of these questions. And especially what we buy at first, we want to be able to really promote it to kick off that catalog. Is the stamp set versatile? Can I create several different cards that are going to look different? I like to call it a one and done stamp set. We don't want the one and dones. A one and done is you buy a stamp set because you love it, you make one card, you share it, and then you're done with it. We want to share lots of ideas. I like to ask myself, can I combine the stamp set or product? I'm kind of lumping this all into one, so DSP, embellishments, whatever. But can I combine it with other products or stamps that I already have? Remember, when you make a card, you don't have to use all new products on it. Our customers like to see what something new will do, combining it with something they potentially already have. Remember, just because we see a new catalog and feel like we need it all, customers aren't always thinking that way. So what can they buy and combine with what they have already? Can I use these new stamps or products for a long time? I really struggle buying a stamp set that is just Valentine's Day. That's the example I'm going to use because that's probably what's coming up in this new mini catalog. If I can only use that stamp to make Valentine's cards, it's not giving me a lot of time to use it and sell it, or a lot of time for my customers to buy it. I want stamp sets that I can market and sell for a longer period of time. And finally, will these stamps that I'm going to buy in this pre-order, will they appeal to all of my customers? Some customers, some stamp sets are very broad. Most people will like them, where other stamp sets are a real small little niche. I'll kind of stay away from that because, we all know what we show they buy. So I want to make sure I'm showing stuff that everybody, or as many as possible, will be interested in buying. And then the last question is, do I think I can sell minimum 4 of these items? Now, if you're a bronze demonstrator, it would be 5. If you're making 25% commission on your orders, I like to think, so if I spend money to buy a stamp set and I sell at least 4 of them, the commission on those 4 will pay for what I bought. Now I've gotten my investment back. As a business demonstrator, we need to always get our investment back as quick as possible, and then we make profit after that. So once I've sold 4, now when I sell number 5 and 6 and 7 and so forth, that commission is actually profit off that stamp set because I've paid for mine. So again, these are just some questions that when you ask yourself before you make your purchase of a pre-order, it helps you order from your head and not your heart. They're business decisions that are going to help you keep your business profitable. Now, another important factor, again, because I'm all about profitability, is to figure out how much I'm going to spend before you put things in your shopping cart. I even recommend figuring out how much you're going to spend on the pre-order before you look at the catalog. Figure out your budget. Part of running a business is having a budget. So if you have a dollar amount that you are able to spend during that pre-order, figure that out, then look at it and build your order from that. Going back to those questions to make sure you're making good decisions. Because remember, we don't need everything. To be a growing, profitable business, you truly need very little, especially with all the resources that Stampin' Up! Is starting to give us nowadays for our marketing. Okay, you've ordered. That order's arrived. Now what are we going to do? We get to start stamping and playing. but stamp with a purpose. Plan ahead for January. What types of events are you going to have? Use this time to make the samples that will go with those events, whether it's a class or a social media focus. If you're online and you're doing blog posts, plan out what you need. That way, I don't want to say you're not stamping for fun, because this should still be fun for us, but you want to be creating for a purpose, because remember, it's about growing our business. As you're planning ahead with these new products, remember, it's the versatility of Stampin' Up! Products that is one of the biggest selling points. That's why I always like to create a lot of cards with each stamp set I buy. The more you show them and the more versatility you can show them, the more likely they are to buy that stamp set. I've used the saying a lot, and it's just two simple words. Samples sell. That has been proven since day one of Stampin' Up! The more samples you show that show the versatility, that's how you're going to sell those products. Okay, so you're stamping away. You have events planned for January. You're ready to start going. Now what? Well, we do need to create excitement for this new catalog that's coming in January. But remember, we don't want to hurt our current sales. We still need sales during this pre-order period. So one way to create excitement is to share sneak peeks on social media, in your newsletters, or maybe if you're doing live events, you could show one card and say, I've made 10 cards with this set. Do you want to see one of them? Sneak peeks. Sneak peeks create excitement, but don't show them too much. You don't want them to get so excited, about a new product coming that they dig in their heels and they say, I'm not buying anything this month because there's so much new that I want next month. You're going to kill your business right now, and we want that consistent growth. You want to tease them. You want to build excitement. Make them want to come to your January events, or make them want to follow you on social media so that they'll be able to see these later on. Another thing I've done, and I do this quite often, is what I call a preview video. After I've made a bunch of samples with these new stamps that I have, I'll do a video that just kind of real quickly goes through the cards I've made. I don't linger on any card too long because I don't want them to, like, oh my gosh, I need that right now attitude. But I'll just go through and I'll flip through them, just a real quick fun, make it a fun video. But I make a point out of telling them that everything that I'm sneak peeking will be featured either in an upcoming class or a blog post in the future. So make sure you follow me. Make sure you subscribe to YouTube. Great way to build your followers that way. But again, you're getting them excited, but you're being careful to not get them to dig their heels in and not buy from you right now. This is the kind of thing that will help you gain followers, whether it's live or in person. Okay, same thing, just in different ways. Because we know that followers will become customers. Customers drive our sales, and they also become our recruits. That's how your business grows. So we should always be thinking about how can we create more followers. Now with that pre-order, make sure you're planning out the first events you're going to do in January. Again, this is our time period to be ready to rock and roll when that catalog goes live. Figure out what kind of events you're going to do. Again, online or in person. I know we're in a strange world right now, and a lot of you are having to pivot your business, but I think pretty much everything we can do, or that I'm talking about, you can pivot and do in person or online. Pre-buy classes, and we're not going to talk about how to do a pre-buy class here right now. You all know what I'm talking about. Pre-buy classes are the cream of the crop when it comes to events right out the gate when a new catalog goes live, because we know people don't have those products yet. So if you can build a pre-buy class, say around a bundle, they don't have them. Everyone's going to want to take your class. It could be whether by mail or in person, but you provide the card kit or the pre-cut supplies to make the projects, they buy the bundle. Then, as you're designing those cards and making those kits for them, use little bits of the DSP and the embellishments and the ribbons and some of the other coordinating products if it's part of a suite. You didn't have them buy it for their purchase. They just had to buy the bundle. But when they use it, they're going to want it. And hopefully that'll drive some sales that you will get after the fact, because now they need a whole package of that DSP or that ribbon or whatever. So pre-buy classes, great thing to do right out the gate. Okay, the catalog is live. The time has finally come. It's January and we can start selling from this new catalog. If you have samples made, you have your classes planned, you are ready to go. You can start sharing all those awesome projects now to sell the products with. You've made your samples, you've planned your events. The other important part of this business is you. I'm going to leave you with just a couple more thoughts here that I am a firm believer in when it comes to building your business, your customer base, your team, and staying a profitable business. Number one, be yourself. People come to you, follow you, interact with you because they like you and they like your style. Stay true to yourself. Don't try to be someone else. That's the danger of the internet. We all want to compare to other demonstrators. We see what they're doing and we want to be like them. That's going to kill you. I have always said comparison kills. Be yourself. Be who you are, because people will like you for who you are. Be consistent. Whether you're scheduling events, doing blog posts, posting on Facebook, whatever you're doing, it's consistency that will build your business and have continual growth. Number 3, build relationships. Again, online, offline. Relationships are a huge part of this business with your customers and with your team. Those relationships will build your business. Number 4, be enthusiastic. When we love what we do, we work hard. And it shows. Our enthusiasm shows. This is what's going to attract everybody to you. Debbie Downers aren't going to build a business. Who wants to be around a Debbie Downer? So always show excitement. Embrace your excitement. That is what's catchy and what will grow your business. And finally, it's all about customer service. This is a topic all on its own, and it's a huge topic. But I'm super passionate about giving it all. Giving your all when it comes to customer service. It's the backbone of your business. Be the best demonstrator that you can be. Work hard and stamp hard. And you'll always love what you do and your business will grow. So I hope you got a few tips out of this. It really applies to any catalog, any launch of a catalog. Don't kill your current sales. Use the pre-order period to order from your head, not your heart, and use that time to prepare for going forward, and your business will grow and flourish, and I know you'll achieve your goals. So I wish you well, and I look forward to seeing your businesses grow. We'll talk to you again sometime. Have a Stamp Happy Day.